Good morning, everyone. It's Wednesday, September 21st. It is 6:30 a.m. in my locale. It's about 78 degrees right now, and the sun hasn't even peaked up yet. It's still very dark outside. Um, Overnight, we had a lot of rain, and we had a lot of rain. And I, of course, had a little issue, and I had to defrost my freezer because it wasn't working well. So everything had to come out of the cooler, and then I had to leave the freezer open overnight, and I had to throw some hot water in there. Then I restarted it, and fortunately, it's getting cold, so I took all the cold stuff, put it back in the freezer, and that's done. However, now I got another problem, which is my GFI keeps tripping. Air conditioner works. Okay, so I know the house stuff is going on, so maybe it's an outside outlet that got wet, or I just have to reset the breaker out back. But I can't do that yet because I can't see it. Our daily Zen poem. Each night I gaze upon a pond, a Zen body sitting beside a moon. Nothing is really there, and yet it is also clear and bright. I cannot describe it. If you would know the empty mind, your own mind must be as clear and bright as this full moon upon the water. Xiao Jian, 785 to 895. Okay, all right. So let's see. I'm not sure what that means other than, empty your mind and be cool. We are going to try to get a queso view, but we're going to do our daily Roan pull. Okay. Let's try that again. Not that I didn't like it, it's that I pulled out two, which is a no-no. Auroch. That's strength. All right, let's go look at it together. Okay, and we're almost there. The rune of termination and new beginnings. Drawing this indicates the life you have been living is outgrown its form. Therefore, that form must die so life energy can be released for a new birth. This is the first rune of the cycle of initiation. Now, we keep seeing those initiation runes come back over and over again. We got into the last one, we got in the middle, now we're back at the beginning. Growth and change may involve passage into darkness as part of the cycle of perpetual renewal. There are 5 parts of this: death, decay, fertilization, gestation, rebirth. Okay, this is about self-change. It's never coerced. You're always free to say no. You remain mindful that the new form, the new life, is always better than the old one. So prepare for opportunity disguised as loss. Okay, could involve someone or something you are really attached to, and you have an emotional bond to that, and you may be living a part of your life, a part that must now be retrieved so you can live it and be yourself. That bond must be severed, a relationship must be changed, a death may be experienced. You must seek among the ashes and discover a new perspective and new strength. Originally, this rune called Oruz was an Auroch. It was a very wild ox, and it could transport very heavy loads, and it was nearly impossible to get it domesticated. Okay, firm principles attached to this rune. At the same time, humility is called for, since in order to rule, you must learn how to serve. This puts you on notice that the soul and the universe support the new growth. All right, that could have been a personal message for me. Okay, I have to admit that. I'm dealing with something right now with an individual who I absolutely adore, and I'm having a hard time connecting with them. But I have, for you guys, there you go. Gotta get them. Obligatory case of you. You have anything you'd like to say? Yeah? Did I wake you? You ready for breakfast? Alright, put him back in his blankie. Alright, message of the day. Well, we're getting a lot of messages of the day. Terminations, new beginnings. At doorsteps of change, self-change. Weird things are going on. I got an electrical problem, things like that, okay? So, the only thing I can really discuss is that I keep seeing the same things come back over and over again. That usually tells me pay attention. I keep hearing two things. Number one, the weather. It's wacky. I mean, we didn't get any rain here for days, or other than, the occasional simple shower. And then last night, for like an hour and a half, it just beat the hell out of us. Okay. Very weird. Very weird. Even in hurricane season. And the other one that I keep hearing over and over again, is something about this weekend. Something about September 24th. And I have no idea what that is. Other than, for those of you who don't know, yes, I do have a daughter. Okay. Yes, uh, she is in her 20s. Yes, I do not speak to her for reasons which we can go into another day. And no, we're not going to talk about it here. But that's also her birthday, which is kind of weird. Okay. September 24th. It's a Saturday. I have no idea what could happen on a Saturday. Unless somebody wants to try to pull something in the middle of the night, on the, early Friday night, mid Friday night. I don't know. But I think it would be important, since we're talking about clear minds, make sure you get your head straight. Meditate, pray, whatever it is you do, get your head straight. Right? Number two, I would say for this weekend, if you have to go out, I don't have to go out, I have to work. Keep your head on a swivel. Just be aware of your surroundings. Know what's going on around you. Don't just wander around blindly, staring at your phone and going, okay, well, I have to. No. Keep your eyes on what's going on around you. Third thing, which I think is incredibly important, is to make sure, beyond your situational awareness, don't fall into the media. Don't fall into your TV. Don't fall into doom scrolling on your phone. Don't do that. Just be aware of your surroundings and what you're doing. Stay calm. We talked about the runes, the strength that you're going to need. Is it a termination? Is it a new beginning? Is it speaking to me directly because my sleep was, or is it speaking to all of us and saying, hey, we're at that doorway again. Something's going to change. And remember, one of the most important things is not all change is good change. And you don't have to accept bad change. Okay? I remember being young. I remember having to go to a seminar, also called programming, where the person who was there was some speaker who I have no idea who they were. I have no idea what their credentials were. They were just some random person, and they spit out a lot of letters behind their name. And I'm like, yeah, I like alphabet soup as much as the next guy. What's next? They gave everybody a copy of Spencer Johnson's Who Moved My Cheese? And then they started to discuss, you have to read the book, you have to do this. And I was like, uh-huh. And because I'm a loudmouth, and because my brains work, and because I was given common sense, and because I was gifted with the inability to unhook my brain from my mouth and put my hand up in the air. And I went, excuse me, why are we accepting change for change's sake? Why would we accept bad change? If something's working, why are we changing it? It works. It's functional. Why aren't we maintaining it and improving on it instead of tearing it down and changing it? And I got a little tap on the shoulder. Yes. Sir, you're going to have to leave. You're being disruptive. I asked a question. Sir, you're going to have to leave. You're being disruptive. Well, I got up, didn't fight nobody. Got up, left the room, took the book with me, thumbed through about 30 pages of it while I got a cup of coffee outside on a park bench, threw the coffee cup and the book in the garbage, because that's what it was. It was garbage. If things are changing, and let's face it, they're not changing because we want them to change. We only control ourselves. and the changes we want to make for ourselves and our families, maybe our communities if you have a community. Okay. We don't have to accept bad change. Haven't we learned in the last 3 years that we don't have to accept bad change? That's not right for me. I'm not doing it. Well, then you can't. Oh, well, good luck to you. Wait, wait, wait. No, no, no. You had your chance. Something weird is happening. I don't know what it is. Phase of the moon. Well, it's going to be a new moon soon. I know that. We got a waxing gibbous. I know that from looking at the bay across from me. I can see the tides rolling in and out. Just be careful. Keep your head on a swivel. If you have to go anywhere, don't have your head in your phone. Make sure you look around. Something don't look right, don't do it. I don't know what's going to happen. And it might be nothing. It might just be this is one of those massive false flags that they just throw out to make because they have to ramp up the anxiety because God forbid you should be comfortable with yourself, or you should instead what's his face, Travis from I forget his channel name, I'll look it up, but Travis from not an American Homestead, the other one, hang on, I'm gonna look that up now. I gotta know. It is the Prepared Homestead. He even mentioned that. He said, sometimes you got to do things the hard way. Sometimes you have to push yourself a little bit. Sometimes you have to, that level of change is self-change. And it makes you better and stronger and a better human being. And I agree. Do not accept bad change. If somebody wants you to do something that is just stupid or wrong, don't argue with them. Just turn around and walk away. In the middle of their sentence, turn 180 degrees, walk away. Say no more. Not doing that. Thank you very much. And just keep an eye on yourselves this weekend. Remember, strength. And one was clear mind, and the other was strength. Use those in equal portions if you have to do anything in the next couple of days so that you don't react and instead you look at a situation and then you make decisions to act accordingly. Other than that, I got to track down an electrical problem as soon as the sun comes up. And I still got to go to work today. So hopefully I'll be able to go find one of the guys in maintenance if this thing is still tripping out and see if they can help me out. I have a funny feeling I'm not running on house battery because I keep hearing air conditioners go and things like that. My batteries say they're fully charged, which tells me that the power coming out from the pedestal is going through the house batteries and then going back into the system. So hopefully I'll be able to find this little problem and just knock it out of the park real quick. May all of your problems today be little problems you can knock out of the park real quick. I'll see you tomorrow.